Hey guys, it's Malone. Nah. Alright, so today I wanted to come on here and kind of give you guys a little update. I know before I moved to Georgia, I was doing like little episodes of me moving here and yeah, me moving here and why I moved here, and you know, things that I was just going through, things that I was experiencing and things like that. I was doing like little episodes, so I haven't done that in a while, so I just wanted to give you guys a little update on what's been going on.
I'm prolific, so gifted. I'm the type that's gon' go get it.
Alright, so as you guys may know from my previous empty house tour video, which I will link in the description box below, I did rent a townhome when I moved here back in February. And at first, basically, like, it's like a gated community. It has gates in the front. You have to use like a key card to get through the gate, or you have to use the pin pad to get inside the neighborhood. And then you come into the neighborhood, and then there's just like a big circle, and it's like homes everywhere, different type of homes. There's apartments, there's townhomes, there's a pool, there's a gym, there's a mailbox place, like a whole mailbox hub. Yeah, they have like a bunch of different things, like they have a park in here. They have like they have a bunch of different stuff. So yeah, so basically first I was going to rent an apartment because it was a 2-bedroom 2-bathroom apartment, and I liked the concept, and yeah, it was cool or whatever, so I was gonna do that first. But then when I actually came, it's crazy because when you come and actually look at apartments, it's not like this, like it's not like New York City, like for instance, like you're actually looking at the apartment that you're gonna rent. So here what they do is they basically, and I'm sure they do this in a lot of other places too, they basically show you like a display home, and the display home has furniture and everything like that. And also I had a video where I went to see 3 display homes, and I'm gonna leave the link in the description box as well. And basically, like, it kind of just gives you an idea of how you could set up your home, or how great the apartment is gonna look, and things like that. Alright, so number one flaw with seeing display homes instead of the actual home that you're going to be renting is that nobody lives in the display homes. So you're looking at an apartment or a townhome that's been sitting there, probably collecting a little dust here and there, but it's not being used. The walls are clean, they're not dirty, the cabinets are probably the same cabinets, brand new from when they first installed them, you know. So that's the first flaw. So basically you're looking at something and you're like, okay, this is nice, okay, this is nice, and you're asking your questions and this and that, and they're like, yeah, we renovated that a year ago or 2 years ago, and it's like, okay, this is nice, but it's not being used compared to your apartment that you're going to be renting that's probably been in use since it was built. So wear and tear, you know, takes on in the apartment and the townhome. So when you actually move in, it's like this is not what I saw, unless they do paint jobs all over again and change out cabinets, which they're not going to do that for every tenant. So that's the number one flaw. Okay, so you're seeing display homes and it's like not realistic. Second flaw is with the display homes, I'm a type of person, like, I need to see stuff without furniture in it. So if I see something with furniture in it, it just throws me off, because I could have a whole concept in my mind, like, okay, I'm gonna do this, the living room is gonna be this way, this is not gonna be a living room, this is gonna be a dining room, or, you know, just mix it up, whatever the case is. Like, I have that in my head already, like how I want to set up. Like, let me go in to an empty place and like set it up in my mind how I want to set it up, you know. So it's like furniture throws me off all the way. Like, when I used to look for apartments in New York when I was moving and stuff, and the tenants were still there, and I had to see apartments with the tenant still being there and the family still living there, and the homes was fully furnished, and it just threw me off, and it kind of like made me not even want to choose that apartment, even though the apartment could have been a great size, could have been everything I was looking for, but furniture just throws me off. I don't know if any of you guys can relate, but with me it just throws me off. So that's the second flaw. Okay, now living in a community versus a private townhome. I'm gonna tell you guys the flaws of living in a community, like a gated community. I have not rented a private townhome by an owner here yet. That is my next move, but I have not done that yet, so I really can't tell you guys about it yet. So that video will definitely be coming later on, but as of right now, we're just gonna focus on the community part. Okay, so now you have neighbors. We all have neighbors, but with the community, it's kind of like, you think, oh, do I really need a Ring doorbell? You know, this, you know, is said to be a safe neighborhood and everything like that. But I had to deal with people's dogs shitting on my lawn. Yeah, when the first 2 weeks that I moved here, it happened maybe like twice. I guess people just walking their dogs late at night and being lazy, not wanting to pick up their dog's poop. So yeah, I dealt with that. And originally, the management office do not have people that come around and pick up dog shit, but they did for me. Yeah, so because I was not gonna leave it alone. Like, I had to email them a few times about it too, and I had to email a few different people, but yeah, they did it. So yeah, you got to deal with neighbors being really close. And also another thing, when I opened my bedroom window, I don't know if you could see basically how it's set up, like the outdoor, hold on, can't see. All right, so basically how it's set up, there's a fence that separates the neighbors kind of like patio or backyard or whatever. So basically this is my room. Their patio is right over my room window. So that's really annoying, because every time, like sometimes in the morning, like they'll come out and they'll be talking on the phone or, you know, just hanging out, and I hear everything if my window is open. So that's really annoying. It's kind of like too close for comfort, kind of, you know. And a lot of homes, private homes down here in Georgia, they have a lot of space between them. So it's not like living in the city or anything like that, where it's like houses, like, and you share a wall. It's not like that. It's kind of like they have like grass space between them. So I guess renting a private home or becoming a homeowner, you won't really have to deal with neighbors being so close, and, you know, the noise and this and that or whatever. Also, I hear like when my neighbors are coming up and down their steps. So just, you know, neighbors being too close and the noise and stuff like that, and the dogs and things like that. So that's another flaw, honestly. Okay, now another flaw is they tell you, oh yeah, let's say for instance, a townhome could range from like $1,100 to like $1,200, whatever. And you get like, say, a 2-bedroom apartment, one and a half bath or whatever, and let's say it's $1,100, right? But what they don't tell you up front a lot of the time, because I did go to one place that did tell me up front, but the other 3 places that I went to did not tell me up front, basically that it's $1,100, yes, but you also have fees. So they expect you to have renter's insurance, which is a fee, and if you don't have it, then they do provide it for, you know, a higher price. You have to pay a water fee. You have to pay a valet trash fee. You have to pay a pest control fee. So it's like all these fees that they kind of like don't tell you about, that you kind of find out the day of, or or you find out, yeah, so you find out the day of, basically. And all these fees could add up. Well, all these fees do add up, and then they come up to like, oh, your rent went from $1,100 to now your rent is $1,300, you know. So it's kind of like, So of course you have these other fees living in a private home or being a homeowner, but it's not that many fees. Like, you handle your own garbage, obviously. You don't pay somebody to come pick up your garbage, and then you don't have to worry about, oh, I forgot, or oh, I was supposed to put my garbage out at 8 o'clock and now it's 10 o'clock, you know, stuff like that. So just little things like that you don't really have to worry about. So yeah, waiting on a maintenance team to come and fix things is annoying. Obviously when you rent a private home, you call the owner if there's like a big issue, or you just fix it yourself, you know. But normally the owner will take care of certain things. But with this, it's like you have to send an email, or you have to fill out a whole like questionnaire survey thing if you have a problem, and then you have to wait for them to respond to it, which takes a few business days. And then they come when they want to come, and if you're not home, they just come into your house, and they fix whatever they need to fix, and then they leave, and who knows if it's done correctly or not. Like, I've been waiting on a few things to be fixed since I moved in, and the maintenance guy said, oh yeah, oh, take my number, oh, anything you want, just text me. Yeah, okay. So I just stopped, honestly. Like, I'm just like, whatever, it is what it is, not that serious. My house is not leaking, it is what it is, it's not flooding, whatever. So yeah, so honestly, it's just I guess everything has its flaws, everything has its pros and cons, but yeah, I feel like for the money that you pay, especially being close to the city, like I'm really close to the city, like I'm in Atlanta, like I'm really like next door to Atlanta. So, but I feel like the money that I'm paying, honestly, it's really not worth the trouble and the things that I'm going through with living in a community. I don't know if it's just this community, I don't know, but it's just honestly annoying. So yeah, and then it was like a problem with the mail, and somebody else, I don't know if somebody else was getting my mail or I was getting somebody else's mail, I have no idea, but I know for a few times I had got somebody else's mail. I don't know if it was a previous tenant or a tenant that still lives here, I'm not really sure. And then I was having problems with packages when I first moved here until they figured out the whole mail thing. And then I didn't have a mailbox key for like 2 weeks, and then I had to go into the management office, which you have to drive to because it's kind of far. Nobody wants to walk. You can walk, but who wants to walk? So yeah, so it's just a lot. But yeah, so I'm glad that I only signed a 6-month lease, and I'm gonna do my thing, try to get out of here, stack my bread. Soon I'll be a homeowner, and I can't wait. So if you guys are looking for advice, obviously this is a really good video to watch. If you're thinking about moving to the south, to Georgia, to any other places in the south, I would definitely I would definitely recommend you to just keep your eyes and ears open, ask certain questions, learn from my mistakes, and that's really it. Honestly, I wouldn't say this is a mistake because I really like the community. It is a safe community. The only thing sometimes I'd be thinking, like, why is the gate open? I think they was having problems with the gate and it being fixed, and then it's not fixed, and the gate was open like all night, 2-3 o'clock in the morning for like a month straight, and then like it was fixed, and then now I see it's back open. It's just a lot. So I mean, you live and you learn. So yeah, so I could honestly give you guys advice. If you have any questions or anything like that, hit me up and ask me whatever you want. Leave a comment below. You can email me, follow me on Instagram. Everything is in my description box. And yeah, that's really it, guys. So I'm gonna catch you on the next video later.
Who you with? I'm with the lions and gorillas, gang bangers and drug dealers. All them scammers and them killers who I hang with. Yeah, it tastes good.